everyone, it's Shanna. I'm so glad you're here. Now today I'm going to be working with this Altenew coloring sheet, and these are free downloadables that you can get when you're shopping on their channel. So I had bought those markers, and I've got the 2 sets laying there. I've got some more, but I'm just going to use these 2 sets today, and I'm going to do some coloring. Now this morning I was kind of wound up, a little bit tired from all of the festivities and very wound up and kind of tense. And so I thought that it would just be good to sit down and just do some coloring. And so that's what I did this morning. And I basically decided I was going to do this one panel, You're Bloomin' Gorgeous, and trim it down and just turn on some spa music in the background and just sit and color and enjoy some peaceful, quiet time. So I'm going to do some coloring. I'll speed this up because it does take a moment to color, and it's going to be a very simple card, and I'm just going to pull it all together, but I'm going to speed it up while I'm coloring. And you'll notice as I start off coloring how tense and tight I am, and the coloring just isn't coming easy to me at all. And then as I move along, you'll notice that I'll become more relaxed and I'll be doing more flicking and the coloring will come together. So I think it's interesting just to kind of check that out and see how just some simple coloring can just calm you down, relax you, and help you to enjoy. Now I'm just trying to zoom in so that you'll be able to see my coloring, and I'm sorry for a little bit of shaking on the camera. But I hope you enjoy the coloring, and I hope watching the coloring relaxes you as much as it relaxed me to do the coloring. So enjoy. So I finished my coloring, and I'm just going to go ahead and bring in my paper trimmer and go ahead and trim this down and get the rest of the kind of dotted lines where they dotted the separation between the two panels. I'm going to make sure I get them all cut off, and I'm going to cut this down to, I think I'm going to go with 3 3/4 by 5 is where I land, and so I'll just trim a little bit off each side and get to 3 3/4, and then I'll do the top and bottom as well and get to 5, and then we'll have a panel that we can work with. At first I don't realize that I need to trim the bottom and top off, and then I realize that I've got it at a dimension that I need to trim it up so that I'll have an even layer around my panel. So I'm just carefully, this is a new trimmer, this is a Spellbinders trimmer, and I'm trying to get used to it, and so I'm just kind of taking my time with it because I've had a couple of cuts where I didn't quite get it straight, so I'm just trying to make sure that I get it good and straight. So I think the coloring turned out beautiful, and it was very relaxing, and it was the right thing to do to kind of get me in the right frame of mind. Now I had this pink panel laying aside, and I thought that I would use it, and then I thought I need to put a black layer behind it. I just think it would help set the panel off. So I'm going to bring a black layer in. I'm going to do 5 1/4 by 4, and I had my paper laid down there on there wrong, so I just trimmed it, and we'll cut our 5 1/4, and then we'll go to our 4, and then that'll give us 1/8 of an inch all the way around our card or our panel, and then we'll have another 1/8 of an inch behind this that the pink will show out. So we'll just layer them up. And I'm just going to get it laid down on there, nice and neat. And I think it's a beautiful card. And I love the sentiment. You're blooming gorgeous. And I think it's really pretty. I think I could use it for a lot of things. So I'm just going to glue it up with my Sweet Petunia glue press and get it laid down on the black panel. And then we'll layer it up on that pink panel. And I think it'll be beautiful. Very simple. You know, I've got the free coloring guide that I got from Altenew when I bought the markers. They've got a free section. You can just download them into your basket when you're shopping, and they send them to you digitally. And I just printed them out on 110-pound Hammermill cardstock. And I think they provide you with just a beautiful panel for your card. And it certainly offers you a great opportunity to practice your coloring, which I'm trying to do. And I think I can see some improvement in my coloring. I've said on my channel a lot that I'm not a colorist, because I'm not, but I have been practicing, and I think you can see the improvement. So I'm real pleased with how this turned out. I'm going to bring some embellishments in, and that'll just finish off our card. Now, I did consider these embellishments from Altenew that I had ordered when I'd ordered this stuff, but I decided the green wasn't quite right for it, and so I'm going to look around and just grab something else. And I actually had a little stash of embellishments, and I had these pinks, and I thought they would look nice with them, and I'm just going to use the smallest ones and just lay them on my panel in, you know, an area where there's white space, and this will pretty much finish up our card. So I'm just kind of cleaning up, putting my markers away and getting everything organized, and then we'll lay them embellishments down there, and this will finish off our card. Now I know I was a little bit off screen with the top flower as I was coloring it, but it's because I zoomed in, and I really was just trying to relax and not really paying attention to the camera and what was going on. Sometimes it's better if you forget about that camera being turned on, and you can just make your card without worrying about that. So I hope that you've enjoyed this video. I certainly enjoyed the time coloring, and it was good for my soul. So I'm just going to lay down this last pink embellishment, and I realized also that I hadn't laid it on a card panel yet. So I'm going to show you the card and thinking that I'm done, and I get kind of close there because I've forgotten that I've zoomed in, and then I'm like, oh wait, I haven't even laid this on a card base. So I'm just going to grab a top folding Hammermill 110-pound, and I'll lay it on there. And I noticed that my card base or my panel was off, so I'm going to go ahead and glue it down, and then I'll trim that extra white that's peeking out there off of the side, and then we'll have a completed card that I think has come together nicely. So thanks for watching. I really appreciate your time. I hope you had a great holiday weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.